about now? It's time to rock with the biggity rock bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity rock bumble. Bum to the boo, to the boo, to the boo, boo. Bum to the bass, bass. Bum to the boo, to the boo, to the boo, boo. Bum to the bass, bass. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity rock bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity rock bumble. Bum to the boo, to the boo, to the boo, boo. Bum to the bass, bass. Bum to the boo, to the boo, to the boo, boo. Bum to the bass, bass.
Please be advised, the following presentation is not intended for minors.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. Been a little bit, apologies for that. We had to have a little bit of a detour to check out that stupid fucking, Warcraft Battle Royale mode. Oh boy, that was a thing that happened. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump straight into the show, shall we? Alrighty, let's get YouTube chat up. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I do not remember what we did last because it has been 2 weeks. Thanks, Warcraft, for bringing out a terrible fucking Battle Royale mode. I do remember that the Arcanist is now our highest level job, so what do we got? Marauder's level 15. Rogue is level 14, but yeah, we haven't done the class quest for Marauder, so guess we'll start with that first. Oh, right, there's a thing over here. Oh, right, I even fixed my, fixed up my crossbars. I found out what was going on. Turns out I accidentally mapped the wrong, crossbar. Because I'm dumb. I was supposed to map, right crossbar 2. I ended up, mapping left crossbar 2. Oops. See, you've been diligent in your training. You need not tell me in words. It shows in your bearing, in your unwavering gaze. It is time for you to once more lift your axe in service to the guild. There have been reports of a sizable creature roaming the outskirts of Aleport in western Lenoskia. This monster is no Kuchata, but the threat it presents to the locals is nonetheless sufficient to warrant our attention. It should also prove a worthy foe to test your burgeoning prowess. How to find this beast? Well, I'm fortunate enough to count among my acquaintances a veteran hunter and archer by the name of Rainfred. He took up residence in Aleport some years ago, and will gladly aid you in this task. With Rainfred's assistance, you are to track down this prowling danger and provide it swift and bloody passage to the afterlife. May your axe swing true. Easy enough. Alright, just double checking my levels here. Alright, there we go. Audio levels, by the way. Alright, so that is in, right, all the way over there. Well, time to take the ferry, I suppose. So I'm poor as fuck. Take me to Aleport. Alright, so he's in here. Hello? Oh, there you are. One of Wintowen's boys, are you? Why, I've known that, Sprat since he was knee-high to it. Well, he was always kind of a big fella. Was Wintowen. Let's see, and now they call him Axemaster, eh? Not a subtle lot, you marauders. So I suppose you're here to hunt down our local trouble. What you need do then is take yourself northwest up towards Camp Skull Valley and give a good whistle. The mean bugger you're after, his name's Patra Patan, by the by, will come running across the weeded plains. He'll think you're trespassing on his territory, say, So you better have that cleaver of yours ready. Oshon's blessings be upon you. Alright, go to a place, kill a thing. Got it. Alright, so how far away is this? Not that far. Alright, right there. Sup, bitch? Good old MMO combat. Alright, quick and easy. Now we return. What? God, there's so many fucking people here. Hey, I killed the thing for you. I've been in contact with Reinfred, and he had naught but praise for you, Jackson. Your representation of the guild has been exemplary. There is one more task I would have you complete this day. A task that will demonstrate for you just how strong you have become. Report to XIV. God, these names, man, I swear to God. Where he waits on the bank of the ageless river. He shall help you unveil the untapped power of your axe. And where the hell is that? Mildanoskia. Ah, alright, not that far. Right, I haven't actually mentioned it, but I'm guessing there's like an Easter thing going on right now. Seeing like eggs and decorations and shit everywhere. Oh, there's someone pinging me on the Discord. Oh. Right. Someone wanted to show me the Persona 5X intro thing, since, you know, playable demo is currently out now in China. I'm not interested. Like, I heard from recent playtests that they straight up just don't have Arcanas anymore. And it's like, then it's not even a Persona game. Like, Persona without, like, any of the tower... Ugh. God, what happened to my throat? There. Ah, fuck. Ah. That felt weird. My throat just randomly closed up there. Oh, that was weird. But yeah, like, Persona without, like, any of the, tarot stuff in it just doesn't feel like Persona. It's so weird. Right, it's triangle to jump. Alright, Scatfagim. Can anyone, like, have any pronounceable names in this goddamn game? Aye, lad. I know why you're here, and after seeing this big old boulder, I'd wager you know why you're here too. I gotta break boulders again. Alright, fine. Now, my rock's a bit more of a challenge than those pebbles rock game had you training on. To crack this beauty will require a relatively heavy swing. Impossible, you say? Ha! When someone wouldn't send you out here if he didn't think you capable. Use heavy swing. Wabam. Oh my god, I'm so good. Ha! So look at that. And on your first attempt, too. Well, I guess it's back to the Axe Master for you. Thanks for making me waste my time. Incredible feline reflexes. Speaking of feline reflexes, though, I bet my character smells awful. Being stuck in Limsa Lominsa for 2 weeks straight. Smell like cat girls and toxoplasmosis. Alright, back to the Marauders Guild. So you sent me out there to hit a rock again? Bro, why? I knew you would return before long. The deafening crack of shattering boulder reached me even here. This feat of strength deserves recognition. You shall have it in the form of a new technique, adopted and perfected by our guild forebearers. The tomahawk throw was first devised by pirates as an opening attack on closing enemy vessels. Though we primarily focus on close quarter combat, you'll no doubt find that having a powerful range strike at your disposal greatly expands your tactical versatility. I sense that the impending confrontation with Kuchata weighs heavily on your mind, Jaxek. But hurried swings lead to glancing blows. There is no swift road to attaining the peak of mastery you seek. Only a steady, measured ascent. Alright, sure. What would be the best upgrade? Gauntlets by the looks of... Oh, no, legs. Legs 100%. I now have Tomahawk. And I'm level 16. What am I doing? No, I go character. Recommended gear. There we go. My pants finally match my, like the rest of my outfit, kind of. Alright, actually, now that we're caught up with the Marauder, time to swap to Rogue. Level 14. So let's use the Rogue to hand in the next actual main quest. Hopefully that'll bump me up to 15, then we can do the Rogue's level 15 quest. The fuck? Okay, that music kind of came out of nowhere. Is that in-game, or did I leave a fucking YouTube tab open? No, that's in-game. Okay. The fuck was that? Okay, I'm so confused. Jesus. They say cat-like, I think of strength. Papaya, man, get with it. I played enough Fire Emblem Engage. I've had enough papaya. The furnace in the brewer's beacon needs repairs. Beergot's beard. I just sent someone out to tinker with it, not a week past. Mayhap the bomb Canswest had trapped in there was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Guess I'll be taking that. There we go. Let's grab this first. What say you to taking on some work for Naldik in Vimelis? There we go. We're a great hulking warship to build and could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Atbrim, the head shipwright in Morobe Dry Docks. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armorers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks, found in the south of Lower Lanoskia. That's where you'll find the main offices of Naldik and Vermelis. The Morobe Dry Docks is one of Limsa Laminsa's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's aetherite. If you'd no confidence in your sense of direction, you'd be best served making use of the Chocobo Porters. First floor of the Minzen Mast, in case you were wondering. Should you choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. Alright, first we have a road quest to do. That's a theme for all holiday events? Oh, okay. I kind of assumed there would be, like, one for each event, not the one for all of the events. Like, it just comes out of nowhere, so I legitimately thought that, like, I left a YouTube tab open and just auto moved on to the next video. It's the theme of shenanigans. It does sound like a shenanigans kind of song. Hey, that's a new icon. What the hell is that? Okay. Ah, checks it. Just the curve I was hoping to see. There's some nasty trouble brewing. The client's on his way, so sit tight and pay attention. I'm calling Underfoot and the Stray in on this as well. It'll be a right little rogue family reunion. Alright, so what rogue shenanigans are we gonna get up to with this one? Because, yeah, so far the Rogues Guild has to be, like, my favorite story so far. Jack, the client's arrived. I guess here is some of the Maelstrom's is come from Maelstrom's command. The confidential orders direct from the Admiral herself, so you know this won't be a simple job. I'm afraid your guildmaster speaks truly. It was several days ago when an emaciated man stumbled into one of our camps seeking aid. Upon questioning the poor fellow, we discovered that he had narrowly escaped a life of slavery. He claimed that pirates had raided his village, abducting him and many others to sell on a black market auction block. We dispatched a patrol to confirm the tale and found the village almost completely destroyed. It was a meager settlement without so much as a guardhouse. Thus did its unkind fate escape our notice until now. You'd think these pirates had never even heard of the code. Pillaging honest culls and dipping their wicks in the slave trade? They're headed the right way for a good stabbing. Aye, though it ain't set down in so many words. The code's notoriously unforgiving against those who raise weapons against the weak. After all, the first pirates in these parts were Coles, what were fleeing oppression of the northern seas. Ignoring your history and you risk becoming what it was you hated most. So, you have a mark for us then? That we do. From the descriptions given to us by the escaped villager, we've determined that these lawbreakers are members of the Jolly Merchants, a pirate crew in possession of an official privateering license. Oh, great! So they're doing this and it's 100% legal. In a sense, Final Fantasy likes to reuse themes, but it's good because you understand what the mood is, right? When a sudden shift for comedy is at play. I never was a rogue myself, but I heard they're cool. Yeah, like, I've only really done, like, a handful of quests for them, and, like, while everyone else is like, good job, you killed the thing, like, the Rogues Guild is like, hey, we've, like, done a whole bunch of sabotage, we've already, like, gotten to know, like, a bunch of the characters in here, like, they're just a bunch of goobers at heart. Like, it's kind of lighthearted, but also has, like, its, heavy, moments. It's fun. See, that we do. From the descriptions given to us by the escaped villagers, we've determined that... Oh, right, yeah, I've already read that. It would appear, however, that the privateering has been naught but a screen behind which to hide their illicit activities. One can only imagine how many other Laminsan citizens have fallen prey to these wicked slavers. We've let it happen right under our very noses. Naturally, the Admiral desires a swift resolution to this ignominy? Never heard that word before. But merely tracking down those poor souls who have already been sold is proving heavily taxing to our allocated resources. We could throw more soldiers at the problem, but that runs the risk of drawing the small folks' attention and inciting undue panic. Thus do we come to the Rogues Guild for help. We ask that you eliminate the Jolly Merchants and liberate the villagers presently in their custody, and that you do so with the utmost discretion. Consider it done. Those nasty coves will feel our short blades pricking into their backs. They'll enjoy but a brief moment of regret before the code rightly enforced. Alright, let's get to work. I'll be going after the Jolly Merchants myself. Underfoot, Fakebe, you two lend your skills to the Maelstrom's investigation and see what you can whittle about the coals what have already been sold. Jacksik, you're coming with me. I think you're ready for the next step of your education. Alright, was that... Oh, fucking red pants. I kind of assumed that the blue pants that I got before would work with a rogue, but apparently not. Shall we get after these slaving cutthroats then? Our client tells me that the Jolly Merchant set sail from Airport a few bells ago. Oh, wait, they might have even bought an Imperial ship or two. That's just some mummery they're putting on to amuse the Admiral's swats. I reckon the rest of the crew will be back on land, looking to snap the shackles in a fresh herd of chattel. And just to prove me theory right, one of them jolly bosses got himself spotted creeping about the rough mans in Lower Lanoskia. There's been a cover over at the Morabi Dry Docks by the name of Swarzint. Will likely know the full story. He's more of a shipwright than a rogue these days, but he keeps his glazes keen for the guild. Head over and have yourself a prattle, and I'll join you soon, like. Time to gather some information. And so where the hell was the Morabi Dry Docks? Oh, that's back, Airport. Okay. It's back this way. Man, I keep forgetting that Twitch has watch streaks, because Techno's literally the only one that actually uses the damn thing. It's on a 40 stream streak, god damn. You will weep at my 40-inch streak, shut up. I went to the wrong place, didn't I? Where the hell even am I? I am very much not in the right area. Alright. Well, how do I get here then? From Wolves Den Pier. I'm gonna have to go back. Alright. Gonna have to go back and fucking walk there. Oh, I can't pay myself back. Okay. Waste my return. Almost lost it to a sneaky stream last night. Technically this morning, but, you know, yeah, time zones. But yeah, like, I couldn't just, like, leave Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth like that. Just end the thing, like, at the final boss and just saying, nah, that's it for me. Like, the stream this morning was literally the only time I could actually, like, fit that in my schedule. If I didn't do that stream this morning, I would never get to it. I'm glad I did, though, because Infinite Wealth really does have, like, a really good ending. Oh, granted, the entire game, almost the entire way through, is just fantastic. Does have, like, a couple of dips here and there. Like, some characters are, like, very clearly just forgotten about. Like, what's his head? Like, obviously he's forgotten because I don't even remember his fucking name. But, like, the leader of the Chinese mafia. You have one fight with him, and then, like, you don't talk to him for a while, then he dies. Then at the end of the game, it's like, oh, right, yeah, the bad guys have his kid. Right, we should do something about that. And you say you pick him up after you finish everything, but we don't see it. Just all kind of happens off screen. Had a horrible night trying to sleep. Had to watch the VOD, volume off, of course. Could only tell much rejoicing took place. What the fuck was that? We're now an action Yakuza game move from Kiryu. Yeah, he gets that halfway through the game. Just for a couple of seconds, he can just decide to, you know, tell the turn-based RPG system to fuck off and play like a normal Yakuza game again. Like, obviously, it's, like, not as cool or flashy as, like, the actual, like, Yakuza action combat. Because, you know, you only get, like, a couple of seconds to use it every now and then, but it's still, like, a really cool thing to have. Kaiba moment. Instead of screw the rules, I have money. It's screw the rules, I have a legacy. God, I'll get there eventually. God damn. Really wanted me to walk my ass all the way down here, didn't they? Alright, finally here. Jesus. Get the Aetherite down here. Let's grab that before we do anything. I got cut off, but the last time that music came on, they shoved me in a human-sized chicken suit and had me collect eggs for murderous ends. Jesus Christ. So yeah, shenanigans. God, these holiday events sound wild. Boy, how convenient that the Rogue's quest is right next to the main quest. You have a missive for me from the Forge Master, Hananza? I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon past. Let's see it then. Blast and botheration. The fuck? Oh, whatever. Another delay? I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? God, I hate my outfit. I have a blue shirt, green gloves, and red pants. I look ugly as sin. Jaxic, is it? Well, Jaxic, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory. The first new vessel to grace the docks since the Calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It's a symbol of Limsa Lominsa's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the that word I couldn't pronounce. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Pants or shoes? Guess I'm getting pants. Oh no, there were other shoes. There were knee-high shoes. And they're orange. God, my fucking character looks ugly. Drip is expensive, yeah. So the free drip is disgusting. Where in the seven hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with shipment. Now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word? A shipwright of mine, a young man named Frilsmid, recently left Candle Keep, Quay, to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa Lominsa, but has yet to return. I've sent missives to Hald Broder, but his replies are always the same. He doesn't recall ever seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. The man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead, and inform Hald Broder that if he insists on playing these games, I'll personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Alright, he has no patience left. Alright, Rogue's Guild stuff. Aye, I know what you are. What can old Swarsant do for you? Hunting down jolly merchant slavers? Ah, well that explains a few things. I was keeping an eye on the bustle about the dry docks, you see, when I spied an odd trio off in the distance. This rough-looking sod, one of your pirates, I'd wager, was prodding along another bloke with his poor skinny lass. I've seen whipped curs less miserable than the two being herded. Last I saw, they were headed south. If what you're saying about this slavery business is true, then that jolly merchant's not going to walk his charges all the way to the market. No, he likely has a boat waiting for him. And if I were a slaver heading south, my vessel would be hidden somewhere along the salt strand. That doesn't leave you much time. You said Jack was on his way, yes? You best go on ahead, and I'll point him in the right direction when he gets here. Alright, so that is over here. Have you met the garish Rudigan? He's very noticeable with his unique style. I'm guessing no. So I haven't seen anyone look as garish as I do right now. Alright, so what one of these is closer? Come on. So that one's there, and that one doesn't want to tell me. Alright then. If that's the case, I'll just do the Rogues one. Oh yeah, the Rogues one was closer. Swanson came through for us, eh? Now, what do we got here? This one looks a charmer. Sodden move! I told you, my peg-legged grandma obbles quicker than you miserable sacks of shite. Maybe you need another thrashing, is that it? You already forgot what happens when you try and be generous patients. I'm sorry, please, no more beatings. We walked as fast as we could, but we need food. Water. Then get in the boat and shut your traps. You get fed when we reach the other side. Other side? Where are you taking us? You challenging me or just plain daft? I told you to keep your bleating mouth shut. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Phaethon's scaly ass. She's weeping again. Listen, we're headed to Alport, alright? I was just there! That's where me and me shipmates gather to take stock of the merchandise and decide what gets sold where. You see, some buyers want only lads, while others is looking for lasses. As long as we keep these rich bastards happy, we make more coin than we ever did scrapping with the Empire's war galleys. Not that you care about that. I suppose what matters to you is that you'll be loaded onto the Jolly Merchantman. Merchantman. There we go. What the? Oh, that's lighting. That's the sun. Sailed off to God's knows where, and Limsa will be distant memory. So if I was you, I'd fill that empty belly with one last big gulpful of sweet Lenoskian sea breeze. Gah ha 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 ha! Evil laughter. Saw tempted to put a blade twixt his eyes here and now, but that won't get the job done. Now, let him guide us to his mates in Alport, then we'll mill the whole bloody lot of them. Jolly merchants will get their due. Don't you worry about that. They've gone. You best hurry to Alport. Unless you've a quicker way, there's a ferry what leaves from Candlekeep Quay. I'll meet you across the river, across the water, lad. Alright, now for the actual main quest. Hey there, so apparently you're talking shit? Which one of these was... do I not have my emote things on? No, alright. Alright, gotta do this the long way. Doubt. Turtleback Island? He cannot do that, can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, Navigator rest her soul. I know naught of this Frillsmid, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we here at the Quay have had enough trouble these past few suns. What with the sinking of that Laminton cargo ship off the Salt Strand. Haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders in off the grip. Alright, level 16. At least the gloves match the pants. That's something. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows? You may just run across that Frillsmid everyone seems so eager to find. He's to hoping the Navigator hasn't found him first. Yeah, luckily that's just around here, so I don't need to go too far. And now all my jobs are finally caught up with each other. Thank goodness. I guess it's time to just cycle through this. Ooh, apparently the crab's part of my hunting list. Right, and I forgot to move the tomahawk. There we go. Hey, look who I found. Hello, sir. Hi, I'm Frillsmid. You say the foreman's wondering on me whereabouts? Thought he might be. But you must know, I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I caused. Oh, what did you do? 2 nights passed, I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs. So I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt shore and ship, the swells had risen to nigh on 10 yards, and 'twasn't long afore the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight. We was flung headlong into the Laminton galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewed across the Salt Strand. I's made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with Kikiran? I'm assuming that's how that's meant to be pronounced. And I ain't a one with a sword, and now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. Oh, these little goblin fellas. Okay. Hi, prepare to die. Oh, I fucked up my, okay, I fucked up my, settings. I gotta double tap on R2 every time I want to use my AoE. Okay. Alright, where the hell is it? Was it in character? I think it was in character. Yeah, hotbar settings. Sharing, cross, hotbar, all mixed, there we go. I think that's what I need. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. Alright, fixed. Should kill these crabs too. Since, you know, they're on my hunting list. Just get a little bit of extra experience. Alright, that was actually quite a decent chunk. Yeah, the hunt logs give good starting XP, and you do them when you run around, yeah. Man, there's like just a lot of really small things that 14 does that I wish World of Warcraft does. Like the Hunter's Log and like the Fate system are absolutely fantastic for early game leveling. See, that night I was tossed in the sea like some dog of rags. Some doll of rags, sorry. Fucking dyslexia. Weren't long for the world round me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the seven hells. And I worked to find myself washed ashore. And here I's be ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. Well, hey, I did it for you. You're missing parts. I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away. First, I might stop by the quay, so that I might pay my respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Atbrun that I'll be back at the dry docks by nightfall? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. Alright, time to hand that in. That'll most likely knock me to level 17. Man, one day I'll get a mount and move, and like general traversal won't feel as sluggish. One day. Think of, out of all the job quests, everyone loves Warrior/Gladiator in Dark Knight. I hear the Dark Knight one is really good. Like, when I played before, I skimmed a lot of the job quests. It's like, I would, I wouldn't, like, fully skip it, I'd just, like, quick read things. I remember enjoying the Machinist one a bit. I'm relieved to hear that both Frillsmid and the supplies are unharmed, though it's foolish for him to believe that I would blame him for that which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to dry docks were as calm as the slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Quay was of a less natural sort which the Sahagin have been known to conjure. Hey, level 17, alright. Gonna swap back to Rogue. Jaxic, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Naldeacon Vermelis. I still do not like you, alright, thanks, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Gim Thotta, head of the watch here at the dry docks, Man, it is such a shame that so many of these people have the word thought in their name. Believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory. and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa Laminsa endured before, during, and following their calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handfuls of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. Alright, this way. I love the story behind White Mage. Personally, I didn't care for it. Granted, like I said, I just kind of skim-read everything. Gunbreaker is cool, but the story was kind of meh. Yeah, I remember that story being meh. It's like, we are bodyguards. That's kind of it. Ah, yes, I had the feeling you would be the one Atbrim sent. Since you first arrived at the Marabi dry docks, I have had my men watch you. There's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simply protocol. You'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Yeah, he did say he didn't like me, but he trusts me. Kind of weird. Very well then. I assume Atbrim informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men, posing as a lost adventurer, and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Kanongo, what a name, stationed at the rear gates, can provide you with an exact location of the camp. Time to be a pro tag and solve every known small issue with the power of friendship and a really large axe. Yeah. The axe is my favorite part. Jackson! He knew it. No more sardines for Kanongo. Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of my other guards on who Atbrim would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, the job. Yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you'll eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nymea the Spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. So, this thing over here? Oh, this thing down here. Okay. And imagine dying to level 11 fireflies. I'm giving you to the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your venturing ass back down to whatever rock it is it crawled out from under. You see, I set it up to me ears with your type, roaming the hills like there was yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man cannot enjoy a mug of rum without some shite breath underlander running up asking which is the way the local leave meet. 7 else if I know. I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. Balls. Once we have me boy back, and putting this godforsaken pisshole of an island so far behind me, ain't no one will remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrax. We's knives to sharpen. This is my favorite part, unleashes the feral caveman inside. Man, I gotta do that next time I play like a barbarian in a D&D campaign. It's like, ooh, this is my favorite part, then rage, go nuts. Hello, Gim Thotter. So the trespassers are indeed pirates. They're indeed planning something. What is this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be that their target never was the victory? Something isn't right, and I won't sit by idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Jackson. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Alright, better daggers. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Alright, time for lame magic. Right, I forgot I look like fucking Tom Bombadil. Forgot about that. I'm concerned, Jackson. It appears that the pirates I had to investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry dock, so I must assume they mean to target the Victory herself. That ship is the symbol of everything Limsa Laminsa strives to become. I will not allow these base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion. And you, Jackson, are just the man to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guard submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Erstrist at the front gate or Kanongo at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Oh, right, I gotta bring in the cat. Whoop. Also, I love the fact that I'm, like, fucking around, like, doing shit here when I know that there are, like, slavers about to leave somewhere else that I need to chase down. Hail, adventurer. Glad to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. Gods know our reports would sit on Grim Thotter's desk, gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I'd take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. So that's up here. Ooh, hello. Let me kill a few of you. Is there another one around here? No, just the two? Okie dokie. Oh, there's one up there. Good. That jackal's going to attack me. Man, being a magic user is so fun. I love standing around. What if I just push him? Bah! Spotted me, did you? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. Can I just jump down? Ah, you're no fun. Beach standing around for 40 hours. Have you played an MMO? That's kind of all you do. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. I nearly died. That was kind of dumb. Oops. It's my favorite part. I push one button and wait for my inevitable demise. Man, imagine being a fucking magic user. How lame. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventurer to ask for aid. What could these names be planning? What's to happen is already happening. Captain! Trouble at the shipyard! Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? The pirates. Out of nowhere. Stuck me good. Gods below. We're not prepared for this. The pirate soldier. How many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seems to be carrying explosives. Explosives? There's no time to lose. Jackson, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I'll see to this man's wounds, then follow after. Make haste now. Great, I have to do this as an Arcanist. Trouble with the shipyard, eh? Summoner is so cool, it's almost worth being a lame-ass magic user. I do remember actually enjoying Summoner for a bit. Could not fucking stand Scholar, though. Hey, level 17. Yeah, that and it's not Black Mage, yeah. I specifically remember despising playing Black Mage. Like, it was just not fun. Tower would have your head for that. Scholar's his baby. Can't tell you why, though. See, the reason why I couldn't get into Scholar is simply because, like, both Summoner and Scholar have their experience points tied together. So if I, like, level Summoner, I level Scholar at the same time. Therefore, I never had a reason to learn Scholar. So every time I needed to do, like, an actual job quest for it and actually use the damn thing, I was miserably bad at it. I never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards, but the plan worked like a charm. Duh, what are you doing, you great bloody fool? Oh, is that your dad? Shut your trap, boy. This'll be all over soon. That's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is? What it represents?
Life is pain! I hate—
Yes. Aye. And that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright. And building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under Limlane's wide green ocean made you take up with these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody sense, duh. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but their era is over. Ah, wondered why Atbrim never spoke of his father. Never would have thought. The ship's a symbol, alright, of everything what went wrong in the world. And I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. Boy, they look like they're having fun. Kimthota, Jackson, pray beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory. Sure, I'll take him out with this book. Go, power of knowledge! Man, such thrilling combat. Standing here throwing spells at dudes. Alright, he's actually hurting me kind of bad. There we go. Man, I love standing around and mashing the one button I have. Love playing casters. Yay, we did it. I must be getting old. Then some green fincher will get the best of me. Was it 9 o'clock already? Goddamn. So you done? You good? That's one bloody big ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did you? My thanks, Jaxic. I shudder to think what may have become of the Victory without your intervention. Pirates have made a right mess of things. I'd best get to sorting out the docks. My thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Never did my father have a way of turning my life upside down. Pray convey my thanks, my apologies to Grim Thoughter. Alright, first, get me out of this chicken shit outfit. There we go, that's more like it. Got me axe back. How fare you, Jaxic? Cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa Lominsa from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems our security regimen will require much in the way of improvement if we are to truly keep the dry dock safe. Adbrim apologizes? Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe he will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way to moving past his anguish is to see the Victory completed and in the water. By the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Rayner's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered the most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I would ask you another favor. Sure, what is it? Jaxic, in light of your role in the recent events, there are a few others to whom I would entrust this task. Since last we spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of XIV, the pirate behind the plot to sabotage the Victory. This missive was penned in the most unusual script, a script we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything which a proven enemy of Limsa Lominsa deems worthy of enciphering is like to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us, chat, don't, can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, I am told the Yellow Jackets are wont to turn to Bateron and his convenient connections. Thus, I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Oh, great, the guy whose accent fucks over my dyslexia. Great. Into his hand and no other. Do you understand? Yeah. Fine. No, that's not what I want. I want to return. And it's not. Right way, this way. And to the drowning wench. And I got something for you. Your eyes only. Oi there, Jaxic. Been hearing about your deeds at the dry docks. Adbrim laid out the entire tale for me. Poor sod was still reeling at his old man's part in the business. But at least you kept the victory from being sunk before she'd sailed. And for that, I owe you my thanks. You've really made a name for yourself here in Limsa, lad. Folk know that when they need something doing. Eh? You need something doing? And what might that be? Right here. You did it. You saved the day with murder. I sure did. You want someone to read a message written funny letters for you? Gim thought I might know a man as could? Well, let's see it then. I reckon I might know a canny bugger what can read stuff like this. Ugly sod by the name of Batteron. Oh, you can read it. You know, you're like one of me regulars now, Jaxic. You never let me down yet, and Navigator helped me. I reckon I can trust you. Gim thought I was right to want this message deciphered. Got us some trouble brewing. Here, and no mistake. Get ready for action, and I'll explain. Alright, level 18. Get interject. What was interject again? Oh, it's a roll thing. Interrupts the use of target's actions. Okay, it's the interrupt. I'll stick that... Well, not there. I want it there. Wait, no, alright. Back to Rourke. Good to have you aboard, lad. Now then, where to start? Back when I was younger and nastier, I earned my living as a sellsword. In that business, if you wanted to know what your enemy was up to, you had to learn to read the orders you prized from the cold dead hands of its mates. That's how I came to know how to read your message. Truth be told, the script was only too bloody familiar. Them's the Haggard letters, lad. And I should know. I've gotten more fishback messages than I can count. It gets worse, though. The plan to blow up the Victory is all here, right down to the fine details. Looks like they meant to raise 8 kinds of hell in western Lenoskia. Then near the Maelstrom's new flagship in the confusion. Point being, the attack of the Victory weren't the act of a few rebellious pirates. It was a key part of some canny bastard's grand plan. But if I'm reading this right, the attack itself came much too early. I wager they panicked when they saw you was onto him. Rushed in to do the job and bugged it up. And tattoo-faced bastards, as they say, was paying Antbrim's old man. They were the Serpent Reavers, right? But none of their crew was there, was they? Did they have something better to do, or what? Hey, where the fuck are those two going? 7 L's. I've got it all backwards. That means the Victory that was meant to be the bloody distraction. The fishbacks ain't interested in Maelstroms, baby. They're after men, just like they've always been. They're sending their pirate lackeys after a civilian target. This bit about Razornell and Western Lenoskia, that's where it will be. Someone tells me Swiftperch is about to get it, and it hard. It's just a nice scowl there. Better on. I wish he had more screen time, same as the innkeeper for Uldar, I just wish he had an accent that I could fucking read properly. Here's a rough translation of the message. Take it to Commodore Rayner at the Coral Tower and tell him he's in for a busy day. Oh, and give him an hand, eh? You can be damn sure he'll need one. Alright, so where is this Rayner? Oh, okay. Is that the, Marauders Guild? First time? Kinda. I have played, 14, but I used to skip. I skipped all the story. This time I'm actually, like, attempting the story properly. Yes, I'm Rayner. Ah, you must be the adventurer whose name seems to be on everyone's lips. You ought to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the victory. Now, what can I do for you this day? Bear an urgent message from Battaron? Why do I get the feeling that my hopes for a quiet evening are about to be cruelly dashed? Tell me, what is afoot? Here you go. An assault on Swiftperch? We've seen nothing to suggest the Serpent Reavers are messing for an attack. Even so, it'd be foolish to discount the possibility. Battaron is rarely wrong about such matters. I will marshal the Yellow Jackets for battle immediately. The only question is where to send them. While I concur with Battaron's assessment that the attack on the dry docks was intended as a diversion, Swiftperch is but one of several possible targets for the main thrust. Commodore, sir! Report. It's the God. It's the Sahagins, sir. They've mounted a large-scale assault in South Tidegate and threaten to overwhelm our defenses within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. By the Navigator. Seems my decision has been made for me. Muster the troops and give the order to march. Aye, the Serpent Reavers are in league with the Sahagin, which means there is every chance the assault on Tidegate may yet prove to be another feint. The fact remains, however, that we can ill afford to ignore it, and that leaves Swiftperch vulnerable to these pirate traders. It's at times such as these that I wish the Warriors of Light yet walked among us. Chat, don't. But wishes will avail us not, Lamont. You must serve in their absence. Make for Swiftperch with all haste and lend your strength to the squads. I can spare for the settlement's defenses. Alright, so where the hell is Swiftperch? Oh, okay, yeah, it's near Elport, so we'll get the rogue thing done. Wait, is that in Elport, or is it the place that I mixed up before? Okay, yeah, it is in. Okay. Also, I ran past it. Goddamn ether. I'm an idiot. One of those times I'm gonna get it out before you say don't. Mark my words. It won't happen. I'm quick on me on my feet when it comes to like stupid shit like that. Alright. To the Fisherman's Guild. Yeah, so I'd like to go to Ailport. Hey, there's Jack. Jaxic, a jolly merchant cove, still with his captives. Seems to have taken a room under an alias. Hiding the operation in plain sight. Bold as brass, eh? But it's an old slaver's trick. See, even if some cull recognizes the merchandise, only a single handler gets boned. The rest of the crew just whistles all innocent-like, while their mate is marched off to cry cockles. And you can bet they've threatened bloody murder for any prisoner that raises a hue and cry. Patience now, Colt. We'll just wait until we're sure that these blackguards have arrived. Meanwhile, you better sharpen your stabbers. We have a busy night ahead of us. Ready for the job, then? Once jolly merchants are all here, we'll ambush the sods and set their captives free. I love how I spent like a day and a half like fucking around doing other shit while like these slaves are very clearly being shipped off. That ought to be long enough. We'll just have to hope that there ain't any stragglers. Listen closely now, Colt. The merchants are disguised as plain old adventurers and have settled themselves in 3 separate rooms here in Ailport. How do we whittle which coves are the merchants? Easy. Take a look at the daddles of that bingo swilling coal over yonder. He's wearing lavender gloves, the exact same type what that nasty sod of the Salt Strand had on. That'll be how we find each other in a crowd. Of course, it's also how I whittled where each of those bastards was staying. Just snilch the hopeless glaces of the company they keep, and you can be sure you found your mark. So here's the job all laid out for you. You hit all 3 common rooms, mill the merchants quick and dirty like, and get those captives their bleeding lives back, alright? Oi, storeroom's door's been forced open. Some thieving sod's been at the ale. Run away! Well, they can't have gotten far. Better get the lads and do a sweep of the port. Ugh. Is that merchant cove gulping pilfered ale? You'd think they'd be doing their best not to draw attention to themselves, all things considered. Bloody oafs. Now I've got a swarm of yellow jackets buzzing about, looking for blood. If they spot us wandering around in the dark, man, I have a feeling they'll axe first and ask questions later. It'd be best then if the patrols never even knew we was here. We'll slip as sneaky as we can into each of the common rooms and use them telltale lavender gloves to identify our marks. There's innocent culls in there as well, mind, so let's try not to stab any as don't deserve it, eh? I'm thinking we should head out one at a time to better avoid them yellow jackets. So I'll let you take the lead. After you, Jaxic. Nice. Alright, that's the wrong one. Right, that's stealth. They both look like stealth buttons. I'm semi-transparent, therefore you cannot see me. Lavender gloves. Die. Don't worry, I got you. And I disappear as quickly as I came. Phrasing. Knock, knock. Any arseholes in here? Yes, you. And once again, I'm gone. God, it's so slow. Oh, why do I have to be such an impatient person? Last one. There you go. Also, I think these are the two that we saw in the cutscene, aren't they? Time to put on Subway Surfers. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. I just saw him say go back into the shadows, so I went to hide. You guys don't want to help? You're just standing here cheering me on? Alright. Easy, boys. No, don't talk to... Yeah, I want to talk to Jack, damn it. Something is irritating my ear. Ugh. Not a bad night's work, eh, Jackson? The Maelstrom will take care of them poor culls we freed. And I've made sure none of the merchants we downed like to get up again. As for the Jolly Merchantman, well, her crew can expect a visit from the Admiral's finest galleys. And it won't be for tea and crumpets on the poop deck. He said poop. Right, me nanny lad. Our part in this is done. Time to head back to the sisters. Excuse me. You the ones who freed us? Aye. Was there something else we could do for you, miss? Maelstrom swads will take you home if that's what you're worried about. Oh no, I know. I just wanted to thank you. If I may, there was one other thing I wish to tell you. Moments before you rescued me, the dreadful pirate was muttering into his cups. It was something about another raiding party that hadn't made it back. I beg your pardon? It seems they've been hunting for slaves in western Lenoskia. Being so close to Airport, our captor assumed they were out rounding up chattel until last bell. I just couldn't hear the thought of any... I couldn't bear the thought of anyone else suffering as I have. Please, is there naught you can do? Certainly is, miss. You just get yourself safely home and leave this stray pack of jackals to us. I'll pray for your success. Thank you again. Heh, so much for savoring a victory pint. I'll send word of this development to Underfoot and the Stray, with some well-earned trade for the last of these jolly merchants. By the by, how's your throwing arm, Jackson? I think it's time I learned you how to fling a proper blade. When you're out in this wide open roughmans, you often find the need to sting a cove from the distance. I'm sure a canny lad like a canny lad like yourself will figure out all sorts of uses for a well-thrown dagger. Just keep it in mind for when we hunt down the rest of them slavers. Alright, so both the Marauder and the Rogue level 15 quest gives me a ranged attack. Alright, just goes into another one? Alright, sure, I'll take it. Those last few jolly merchant bastards must be camped out somewhere in western Lenoskia. Now, if I was a black-blooded guild grub and slaver, where would I be hiding? There's naught to the west but to Hagen Pools. Even those bollocks for brains pirates know better than to trespass on fishback territory. They won't want a chance to dyslexia plays. And they won't want a chance running into patrols near Elport, so that just leaves us east. The flock? Aye. They'll likely be nestled down in the ruins out there amongst the dodos. As well, we'll try to pick up on their trail. You head on over and snilch the place while I send word to the sisters in the Maelstrom. Got it! Alright, kid, I'm gonna teach you how to perform a lobotomy at 20 paces. Source, trust me, bro. Hey, if it works, it works. God, they really made these areas fucking huge, didn't they? Oh, hello. I'm not bothering with the fate. Leave me alone. I'm here to rescue these people. Shh, no one sees me. Thank you for freeing us. We've been tied up here since those awful pirates snatched us from our beds. There's some interesting looking dodos you got there, Jaxic. No sign of the merchants though, eh? The leader mentioned heading over to Ailport. Said something about there being no signal. And that was a signal that something was wrong. They just left us hobbled here like lambs for the market. One of them japed about keeping the meat unsullied in case there was trouble. Pray let us flee this place before they return. And who are you to just sidle in and set loose our odd-won prices, hmm? Oh, God. I gotta mention, I say this every time, I cannot take Lalafell with facial hair seriously. Like, I can't take Lalafell seriously in general, but when they have facial hair, they just look stupid. What's the damnedest thing? We'd half a crew lodging in Ailport, and not a one of them survived the night. Done in by a couple of sneaky curs what favored them short blades, they say. I'm supposing that was you two? Seems you've a bone to pick with our choice of trade. Aye, I can't say I have much use for slavers, except as a place to bury me knives. Oh, and I wouldn't bother yourself with waiting on your ship to come back neither. Jolly merchants are done for. Look how stupid he looks. Look, like, it's bad enough that he has sideburns, but what the fuck is that moustache? You might have the right of it, lad. Then you wouldn't know the kind of coin the healthy slaves like 3 healthy slaves like them ones will bring us. I'll have a new ship and a new crew before a single moon has passed. Hear that, chattel? They're each worth a shining bloody fortune. You've me to thank for helping you learn your true worth. Yeah, I'm threatening. No, you're not. Ignore this bleeding sod. In fact, why don't we step back a ways? The smallest war criminal. These curves are about to learn the consequences of breaking the code, and the discussion is like to get messy. Did you not think we'd come for you? You can try to stifle your victim's screams in the darkmans, but the shadows are always listening. He once punched a cat with his sock and bopper, the monster. Oh, I just noticed you're a conjurer. Die. Not having you heal this fucking idiot. Boy, some AoE attacks would be really good right about now. Bros, can you quit spawning dudes, please? That'd be great. He killed the fucking Lalafell? Lame. Jack's stealing my kills. Alright, we good? We done? Oh yeah, it took your time. Thanks, guys. Hey, we did it, though. No, don't join a fate. Let me just continue with the plot. Thank you. I shudder to think what horrid fate awaited us had you not helped us to escape. I knew someone would come. You're just like the heroes in the stories. They always arrive at the perfect time and triumph over the villains. You think I could be a hero like you? I know I could be brave and strong too. I just know it. Hey, you don't want to be like me, lad. Listen now. We in those coves there? We're the ones what the scary folk are afraid of. And that's because we keep the rules of for the world they live in. We don't much care if you shirk your chores or get into fights. But if you break the code and betray your mates, that's when we'll come after you, no matter how far you run or how well you hide. Live your life like the hero you want to be, though, and you'll never need to worry about that. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about either. Hey? You two can stubble it and all. That's my nose so itchy. Oh, great, another potato. I assume you were the citizens who were abducted by the jelly merchants? I'm Captain Malala of the Yellow Jackets. Maelstrom Command has entrusted me with conducting you to safety. It's alright, lad. These folks will take care of you. Go on. You best not get left behind. Was there aught else, Captain? Word on a new job? A job? From me? For you? How patently absurd. Why, I'd never hire a sewer rat to mind my larder. Oh, great, so an uppity potato as well. Look like such a joke. Was it during one of your jobs that you turned Aleport into a slaughterhouse? What dark age is this where we must employ assassins to enforce the law? Is this continued dalliance with underworld miscreants such as that prevents Limsa Laminsa from ever fully expunging the stain of piratical infection. Look at these weapons you bear. A civilized person uses such implements to carve meat or peel fruit, and leaves them at a table where they belong. Do you perhaps clench them twixt your teeth as you swing over rails like the pirates you hunt? A fair city has no place for those who refuse to abandon the brutish ways of the past. Says a woman who is carrying a fucking shotgun. Yeah, of course. The only champions of justice this nation requires are the valiant and forthright soldiers of the Yellow Jackets. Sure. Jack, what the bloody hells does this Cole want with us? I've not the foggiest idea, love. Just smile and nod. I've not come here to be patronized. I've come to put a decisive end to piracy in all its forms. Consider this visit a gauntlet thrown at the collective feet of the Rogues Guild. Heed well my words. Just before dawn this very morn, a maelstrom vessel stocked with provisions was boarded and looted by pirates. Much of the cargo was stolen, and that is vexing indeed. It is the theft of 3 items in particular, 3 unique treasures of nigh incalculable worth, that most distresses my martial colleagues. As for the brigands, they made well their escape, disappearing into the dawn's mist along with their precious plunder. A rum tale. What's it to do with us? I challenge you. A contest to reclaim these stolen treasures. Should my Yellow Jackets and I succeed in retrieving the greatest share, I shall formally propose dyslexia, please. The abolition of the Rogues Guild. Upon review of our achievements, the Admiral will surely concede that your unscrupulous institution has outlived its usefulness. Ah, blow it out, you waddle. Better ways to spend me time. I'll do you now. This incident constitutes a theft against the nation of Limsa Laminsa. Does that not violate your beloved code? If I'm not mistaken, you've no choice but to rise to the occasion. Unless, of course, you mean to slink back into your hole and abandon the fundamental precepts of your duty. Alright, you screeching shrew. You've made your bloody point. You'll be sorry that you did. I promise you that. Your paltry promises amount to naught in the face of my conviction. I should not rest until Limsa Laminsa is free of every last buccaneer, scoundrel, and shadow-dwelling ne'er-do-well. Big words coming from someone from punting distance. What now, Jack? Right now, we head back to the sisters. Come on, baby, gotta love me. No. Kick the baby! Don't kick the baby. Kick the baby! Shut up, Toys for Us. Be thankful I don't pillage every step stool on the coast. Like, it really is so difficult to, like, take the Lullafell seriously. With, like, how tiny and adorable they are. Especially, like, the fact that they waddle because their, like, arms and legs are so stubby and short. Commodore Reiner sent word we'd be getting reinforcements, but I didn't expect him to send you. You certainly look like you've seen your share of action, though. You bear little resemblance to the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. In any case, do you know what you're fighting for here? This place, Swift Perch, it was rebuilt by folk who stood strong in the face of every hardship the calamity threw their way. And we're not about to let some fish-fancying scum claim the honor of being the ones who finally broke their spirits. Don't give those pirate bastards one bloody ilm, you hear me? Yeah, they're so evil too, the evilest evil to ever evil. They're just mad that they're small. Here they come! Run away! Here now. I thought all them yellow jacket worms was meant to be busy. The useless scrag ain't followed the plan has he? Now what? Pull back and wait for us Hagen brothers? Piss on that. Ain't turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk. There will be your blood what stains Lord Leviathan's altars. The yellow bellies you can butcher at will. Them dirt-eating slugs will be crushed under the full might of serpent reavers. Seems Swift Perch was the main target after all, eh? Squads 1 and 2, protect the townsfolk. Squad 3, you're our rear guard. The rest of you, we meet their charge where we stand. Let us bear the Commodore word of our victory, or no word at all. Valenza Laminza! Charge! I'll gut all you yellow bellies and dance on your gizzards. Attack! I love how we, like, immediately went from, like, saving, random people from becoming slaves, and now we're, like, defending a small town. Alright, I'm gonna need a re-trick attack, after this. Okay, go for the eyes! Get them in the soft bits. Cut off their torches and shove it in their mouths. That'll learn them. You fuckers got healers? Oh, you're not fun. Alright, you motherfuckers, just you left. Alright, never mind, you have a thing. Die. Quite the musical shift there. Well fought. The Reavers are beaten and scattered. I'll take some men and hunt down the stragglers. Oh, but there may be more of them lurking about, so don't let your guard down just yet. I did it. I saved the day. The organization again! The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Why are you doing this for a small town? O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Oh, hi! The very being imperils the plan. It cannot be suffered to live. The goddamn nobodies, when will you learn? Okay, I'm just noticing this, this one message from the YouTube chat. Is that a goddamn, copy pasta? Because you're not the first one to, like, specifically, like, say that in chat. Unless you're literally the same person. Unless you're literally the same person from 2 weeks ago. Oh shit, Y'shtola's here. You really didn't need to show up, but I kind of got this myself. I'm good. Organization 14. Thanks for the assistance, cat girl. Didn't need it, but appreciate it. That the wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Bleh. Paragons, did he say? Then it is as I feared. They are known as the bringers of chaos. Or Ascians. Is it Ascians? Ascians? I'm gonna say Ascians. To give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Pardon? You would know if we Sharlians have encountered Ascians before? I've never spoken to you of my homeland. How did you know whence I hail? Wait. I do begin to see. We've been blessed with a special gift. Hey guys, you missed it. I fought a gargoyle. Are you alright, lad? If I'd known a mean bugger like that was hiding in the bushes, I would have left a squad or 6 to keep you company. Well, at least now we can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those Reavers were the ones spiriting folk away in the dead of night. This bastard here was pulling all the strings. A trifle simplistic, but not inaccurate. I came as soon as I sensed his presence, but I never thought to find such a scene of carnage. Yet we prevailed, and thanks to your heroic actions, have learned much. Aye, heroic is the word. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't been here, friend. And your assistance is much appreciated too, Lady Y'shtola. Please give our regards to the Scions. I'm glad to have played a role in bringing what I hope is an end to this disturbing spate of abductions. The thread of your fate forms a part of a most intriguing tapestry. Mayhap we will be afforded the chance to speak more in the near future. For now, however, you must see this particular tale to its conclusion. Pray send my greetings to Commodore Reyna. Alright, see you, Y'shtola. Ooh, a Dark Crystal. Hopefully not like Dark Crystal, the TV show. I don't want to have to deal with Jim Henson's bullshit. Alright, so both of these go back home. God, did I just call Limsa Laminsa home? Ew, gross. I feel disgusting. Oh, right, I forgot to check out that new skill that I got. Trick attack. Delivers an attack with potency of 300. 400 when executed from target's rear. Additional effect. Increases damage you deal by 10%. Duration 15 seconds. Can only be executed while under the effect of hidden. Oh. Useless to me. Like, if rogues had their own, like, stealth, rotation, like WoW's rogues do, like, that would actually be really useful. But no. It's just a really strong opener. For a wee lass, that Malala's got some bollocks. And it seems she's well done with aught what whiffs of pirate stock. Don't take kindly to Cole's pulling me strings. The shrew is right. The code's been broken and we got a job to do. From the sounds of it, though, them coves knew what they were about when they cloyed them treasures. I'll need you at your best. It's time you learn the art of mugging. Oh, yeah, let's mug some dudes. Sick. Rough up a Carl in just the right way, and it'll give up more than what you'd get if you just plain knocked him on his ass. Me and the lads will be busy whittling the story on them bitten baubles. So you're free to head on and sharpen your skill. Might even be as you'll pocket some extra blunt while you're at it, eh? What do I need the most? 7, 7, 5, 7. Oh, so everything. I'll take the shirt. Mug! My mug! Root beer! Oh, the shirt's salmon? At least it kinda fits with the color scheme, but it's still kinda everywhere. Somehow that makes me look like even more of a shithead. Alright, time to be unfun again. Alright, to the Marauders Guild. Lamond, eagerly have I awaited your return. What of your exploits is already spreading through the ranks? My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. You have shown yourself to be possessed of sure arm, a strong spirit, and sound judgment. With that, Limsa Laminsa had more of your like. I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Eorzea's greatest adventurers. It's gonna take about a year and a half, probably. It is but a matter of time. Clearly, Beteron's eye for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he imagines you're capable of such feats. Might you favor me with your own account of the day's events? Such victories bear retelling. Why are you guys laughing at me? Oh, right, yeah, because I look like fucking Tom Bombadil. Y'shtola has been working with us for quite some time, you see. She was only too willing to assist the Yellow Jackets in the kidnapping investigation, proving herself a stalwart ally of Limsa Laminsa yet again. Needless to say, after your part in thwarting the attempted sabotage of the victory, and the small matter of your deeds at Swiftperch, you too have proven yourself a valued friend of the Thalassocracy. There we go, I actually managed to pronounce it that time. Admiral! Hello! Wait, where's the button? Where's my button?
Hello, nurse.
May I present to you Admiral, Bluff... Fucking... God. Blowefiswin? Can one of these people have, like, names that I can fucking pronounce, please?
So, So, this is the adventurer I've
Oh
been
my god,
reading
voice
about in
acting,
field
yo, sick.
reports. I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa.
Bluefistvin. Okay, got it.
On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day. A token of our gratitude. What work
A handshake?
is high regard without just reward, after all? Since you first set foot in our city, my good friend Baderon and Commodore Rayner have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits.
What is Baderon fucking doing, like, talking to you? He just runs a pub.
Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet.
Oh, I get to go to a banquet.
A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the man who foiled the Sahagin.
Oh! A seat at the feast.
Oh, and don't be late.
I'm never late.
Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Don't worry, I won't be late. I cannot stand tardiness. That's why whenever I stream over at Twitchaboo Live, I message Bruno an hour beforehand. And even then, sometimes he still doesn't fucking show up. Okay, so we seem to have got a ring. The Laminson ring, what's that do? Alright, it just gives me some stats. I'm not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It is highly coveted honor. Why, even the officers under her direct command are rarely afforded such recognition. I will not deny you have earned it. Many of the tasks you performed in service of the thalassocracy have been both difficult and dangerous. This is a reward for all of your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. As the enormity of this moment yet to sink in, perchance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Limsa Laminza. And now that I have imagined the scene, I realize that you will require attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Baderon can arrange. He's surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. Oh, yo, time to get some drip. Let's go. Get me out of this fucking Tom Bombadil cosplay. Get better on. Apparently you have some drip for me? Well, well, if it ain't Merlwyb's guest of honor. Obnobbing with a high and mighty now, is it? I tell you, lad, I damn near snorted ale out my nose when I heard the news. You've come a long bloody way. You have, and that's the truth. But one thing's for sure. You're not one for decent grub. These banquets are catered by the bleeding Bismarck, no less. There's a grand chance to fill your belly to bursting with fine, and more importantly, free food. But we can't have you turning up in your shite-caked venturing gear. No, this hero of the hour needs to have a touch of refinement about him. If only to stop folk complaining when he stuffs his face with cake. Take yourself over the Octon and speak to Genessim, or Genessim of the Brewery Consortium. She'll furnish you with something gentlemanly to wear. I've already had word with her, so all you need to do is pick up the goods and bring him back here so as I can tell you what's what. Alright, so I'm guessing that's downstairs. Oh, just down here. Alright. Apparently you got some clothes for me? Good day, sir. I assume you're the underdressed gentleman Baderon mentioned. Why do you have gentleman in massive air quotes? Excuse me? I see he was not exaggerating. Ahem. I've chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. Fear not, I'm certain you'll absolutely adore them. Alright, back to the drowning wench. Been to see Janassim, have you? Let's have that box then. Here we go. Nice pair of dress shoes for you. Just shoes? That's all it is? Bro. Bloke might have had much else to his name, but so long as you got a decent pair of shoes on his feet, there ain't nowhere he can't go. Think of him as a gift of me and the old folk you've done right along the way. Aye, it is very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go welling up on me, eh? Wouldn't do for Limsa's new hero to turn up at the banquet soaked in his own tears and snot. Anyway, that's your garb sorted. Now you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready and I'll tell you where you're meant to go. I expected an entire suit, not just a pair of shoes. Hey, you got Swiftcast though. I'll put that here. Oh, level 18. Whip. Ready then, are you? Good. The banquet will be starting soon. If you waited any longer, I've considered it me civic duty to hit you over the head and drag you there. Make sure you're wearing them fancy shoes when you turn up, alright? Carrying them won't do you no good. They're meant to make you look like a gentleman, remember? Not a gentleman's bleeding lackey. As for directions, the feast being held on the bridge, in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak with Xanathel in Bulwark Hall, and he'll show you the way. Just keep the head held high, lad, and everything you've done for Limsa, you've good reason to be proud, and don't let no highborn bugger tell you different. Alright, I believe that's in my armory chest, isn't it? My shoes? Yeah. There, I'm wearing my dress shoes. Now I'm perfectly ready to go. Perfectly ready for this banquet because I have the right shoes on. Seriously, why the hell isn't it a full suit? It's kind of bullshit, really. Dress shoes. Fancy dress shoes. An adventurer wearing fancy dress shoes. Oh, now those are some fancy dress shoes. Come, adventurer. I'll show you to the briefing room. Why do people care about shoes so much? It's like in my eyes, the shoes are like the least important part of a person's outfit. It's unless you're a freaky fucking foot fetishist, no one is staring at feet.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, join me now in honoring this man for his services to our great nation. May the navigator guide and protect him on his journey, till sea swallows all.
Thank you, thank you.
These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Reavers.
Hello, Buff
Their
Moira.
ranks
Oh,
are
is that the
formed of
voice of Moira?
cutthroats and
Oh, shit.
madmen who have pledged themselves body and soul to the primal Leviathan. From what we have gathered, they sought to
Granted,
swallow
I
their
don't
numbers
recognize
by
the voice at
spiriting
all. It has
away any
been
soul
years
unfortunate
since I
enough
played
to cross
Overwatch.
their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity
Nah, it's not,
between
Arthur.
us
Why
and the
is it-
Sahagin.
what?
How any seaman worth his salt to devote himself
She
to
said
the
seaman.
fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine. But, thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Such an extraordinary glow.
Why are my tits glowing? Oh, apparently
This is one of the crystals of light.
apparently I just had that crystal betwixt my pecs.
By the Navigator.
After our encounter with the Gubu, you had a vision, did you not? Of a towering crystal.
Yeah, sure did. What's that? Is that not normal?
You bathed in her light.
Yashtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power. This being from your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her. And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations, as once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light.
Does that mean I am a warrior of light? She actually voices Meredith in Dragon Age 2, though. Oh, cool.
Know you the tale? Like you, they were not.
You know what? Yeah, I can hear that.
Yet they fought
I can
to
hear it.
protect us all against the corruption of the primals.
Though why just say she was buff Moira?
When the Garlean Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped reforge the Eorzean Alliance. And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them. Every soul who survived
She just looks
that
like
battle
buff
will
Moira.
never
Personally, I
forget
don't see it, but
how
whatever.
it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our comrades.
Don't you mean comrades? I've never heard someone pronounce that as comrades.
Yet whenever we try to shout their names, the sound dies in our throats. And whenever we strain to see their faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us, set against a blinding light.
So you're saying all the players that died during the 1.0 complete server wipe, like no one can actually remember them at all?
Ask any true
They know
Eorzean
that they were
who
there,
knew
but they don't remember
and
them.
The story will be the same. It is for
That's
this
actually
reason
kind of
that we
sick,
call
not gonna
them
lie.
The Warriors of Light. When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them. Keep that crystal safe.
Don't worry, I will stick it between my pecs like I did before.
In time, I believe the Mother Crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself who speaks.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna vomit again. Ah! Well, this looks ominous. Oh, hi, Prometheus.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong.
The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not.
Two
fail
hardened
them.
warriors and this woman. Oh shit, the organization again.
Is Artemis?
No, it is nothing.
His face of the sea lads have the best leader. Granted, that big dude seems kind of cool.
So easily. Eyes forward.
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Of course, the big guy calls himself Raging Bull. Big dude. Actually, I'll let the story explain it. Alright. Guess we'll get to that eventually.
Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
You have to kneel down every time you... whatever.
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake!
Snake! Dun 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 dun. Easy joke, I know, but come on, I had to.
Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas?
God,
Can they not
he's just
reach
eating up this scene, isn't he?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Big man's pretty good too, but he has a heavy handicap on him.
Yes, my lady.
Of course. Of course, there has to be something.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
Man, I wonder what it would have been like to actually, like, experience this thing. Like, in-game.
Better to retreat now than risk a massacre.
Like, I'm sure there's videos of, like, the actual, like, calamity event, like, that destroyed this original 1.0 servers.
This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louisoix. To your positions.
The organization. Excuse me, could you speak English, please?
Logalo, Asawad Daken, Bet Mubut. Imarat Way, Kiskat Toga's Wadadorns.
Misfishing monsters by mistake when traveling on boats in 11.
Sees Nigem, Feastun the only Lamrai Sadai Dorn.
And I still can't believe that like 11 servers are still up and like actively being worked on. Oh, hey, Veteran, what's up? Did I embarrass myself at the banquet? I remember feeling like I was gonna throw up. Morning, sunshine. A little bit much for you, was it? What happened? You don't remember then? You killed over in the middle of the banquet and caused the right stir. I had to carry you back to the winch myself. Well, I say carry, 'twas more a matter of dragging and rolling. Too much cake, I reckon. Thanks, dick! Anyway, don't fret. There's little wonder you was exhausted after everything you've been through lately. The little gnat seems to have put some color back in your cheeks, though, so I'll leave you to it. Bugger, almost forgot. The Admiral wants to have a word with you. When you feel up to it, talk to Xanathel, and he'll let you in the command room. Oh, and stay awake, eh? I'm told old Merlwhip was in the middle of telling you a story when you started snoring last time. I doubt she'd look kindly on it if you repeated the trick. Alright, get my actual fucking shoes back on. Okay, the bulwark hole. Hey, don't fucking... don't advertise your live stream on my live stream, you fucking piece of shit. Greetings, Jackson. Admiral Blub awaits you in the command room, shall I announce you? Ah, Jackson. It's good to see you on your feet again. You recovered? Let's waste no time. I have a task that needs doing. One I would entrust to no other. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Rogue. The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made other plans. To business then. Ah, no voice acting. Lame. I've penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Cartanu and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It's been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon an Eorzea we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardship, and the warriors of light who once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We'll never truly do so, however, till we have faced our past. To that end, I'm proposing a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Carteneau. The letters contain the details of said proposal. Now, I'd have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. I remember this. Alright. So, this quest specifically is where I stopped caring and purchased the skip. I remember this. I got tired of, like, delivering letters and got bored. You've proven yourself a staunch and an able ally to Limsa, but that is not my reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts me in mind of history's champions. A quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation, to the city-states of Gridania and Uldar. A grueling journey, to be sure, were you to travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. An airship pass, to be used at your discretion. Airships bound for the nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge. But before you depart, I suggest you trouble Baderon for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old bastard is nothing if not well-traveled. 'Tis a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand, as I did in more peaceful times, when berths were not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit to the clouds risks drawing the eye of the Empire, and every voyage must needs be born of necessity. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well-deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Aye, Jaxic, your deeds did not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Linsa Laminza and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Alrighty, time to travel to the other places. Hey, so what can you tell me about Gridania and Uldar? Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are ya? Personal bleeding envoy? So you'll be carrying the word of the Admiral herself to the leaders of the Alliance? Look at me. I knew you was going up in the world, but I didn't realize you'd got that bloody eye. I'm proud of you, lad. Thinking of how far you've come. Why, 'tis enough to bring a tear to my eye. That ain't the ale talking, neither. Well, not just the ale, at any rate. Bless the Navigator for steering you my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now you've got your hands on an airship pass. The Old of Eorzea's laid out before you. Like a fair maid on a feather bed. Alright. Interesting image you've given me there. She's a big girl, too. Ugh, okay, never mind. With plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. I don't like this metaphor. I really do not like this metaphor. If you think us Laminzans are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Gridania, or trade coins with the crafty merchants of Uldar. And then there's the wild places where the beasties rule, and no bugger with an ounce of sense sets foot. But you're an adventurer, so I wouldn't let a little thing like that hold you back. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. there's a heap of troubles, what plagues every nation, see? Tain't just ours. I'm talking intrigue and infighting, beastmen and the goddamn primals. Aye, they're an ugly side of life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. But I'll wager they're bugger all out there as you can't handle. Someone tells me you're going to be just fine. The realm's had it rough, 'tis true. But folk are beginning to recover from the beating the Calamity dealt them. Call me an hopeless optimist, but it wouldn't take much to turn things around. 'Tis the perfect time for an adventurer like yourself to get out there and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? Alright, to the airship landing. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? It's Jaxic Lamond, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir. Highwind Skyways is at your disposal. Of course it's called Highwind Skyways. It says Final Fantasy, after all. You be traveling with us today? Sure will be. Alright, chat. To the skies. Attention all passengers. The airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da. Let's be fucking obnoxious. Am I seriously the only one who boarded this fucking airship? Alright, cool. Oh, hey guys, who the fuck is that with the glasses? Excuse me? Good fortune to you, Jaxic. Day'll come when your name means the same as zero for the folks of this realm. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Spaceship? Excuse me? Alright, that's quite the turn. Oh, I remember you. I've done your dungeon quite a few times. Hey look, we have a bunch of Power Ranger villains here.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Agrios, mightiest of all vessels.
Hey, thanks for the exposition, by the way.
Lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer.
So is this the plot of the original Final Fantasy XIV?
The dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible
Heavy
flag
breathing.
was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
So you tried to take over the world, but dragons attacked you and fucked you over. Got it.
A blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it.
Speaking of sin, considering that like a lot of the raids this game has are like references to other Final Fantasy games, is there a raid boss where I fight Sin? From Final Fantasy X? It's like I know Anima is in the game as a boss fight. Is there like more Final Fantasy X stuff in here? Because I want more Final Fantasy X stuff in here. When are we getting Blitzball?
And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
No, but I know Kefka made it in somehow, of course.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
I think I've actually seen footage of the Kefka fight. What the fuck is that thing?
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech.
Yeah, Ozma as well, yeah. I've definitely seen that. I saw Pint's video on it. Was it Pint that did the video on it? I think so.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
Either this guy's new, or he's very clearly a spy.
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
Oh, hello, sir.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Of course your name is Nero, right. Whenever anyone shows up and says the name is Nero, all I can think of is fucking Devil May Cry's Nero.
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Like, it also doesn't help that he has, like, a gunblade. Like, granted, Nero doesn't have a gunblade. He has a sword with an engine in it.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Oh, was he actually a spy? Did I call it right?
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Man, get fucked. That's what you get for being too obvious of a spy.
And do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Alright, Gridania. So I believe I actually, like, started in Gridania when I first played. Because I wanted to be an archer, which, you know, eventually becomes bard. I think that's, like, how I started. Then I played it, and learned that archer/bard is fucking boring to play. Ah, you must be envoy from Linza Laminza. Welcome to Gridania, sir. The Elder Seedseer awaits your arrival. What are you doing, you fucking potato? Leave me alone. Greetings, good sir. You're the Laminzan envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nofika's altar. She'll admit you to the lotus stand where the Elder Seedseer awaits. Alright, but first, let's get some new jobs. At the very least, Monks keeps you awake because of positioning required in their rotations. Yeah, like positioning and like combos and shit that they have to do. But yeah, I found Archer / Bard to be really bored because it's just like dot upkeep, really. And even then, it's only 2. Then it becomes dot and buff upkeep. Like, for the longest time, I thought it just happened to be because, like, I don't like jobs that, you know, focus on damage over time. Then I played an Affliction Warlock in Warcraft and learned, holy shit, dot classes are actually fucking rad. Archer just sucks. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Archers Guild. It is here that archers the realm over gather to master the bow. We engage the enemy from a distance, ever seeking to alter the course of battle with a single well-placed arrow. If you have a mind to become an archer, then you have come to the right place. You wish to join our ranks? Sure. Marvelous. Allow me to enlighten you on the history of both our art and the guild. The bow is an ancient tool that has existed since before our fair nation came into being. As an implement of war and hunting both, it protects us from our enemies, even as it keeps us fed and clothed. Archery as practiced in Gridania was born of 2 distinct styles of bowmanship. First was devised by the longbow sentries of the Elizan, who once ruled the lowlands, while the second belonged to the shortbow hunters of the formerly nomadic Mikote. As you will doubtless be aware, both races ultimately came to call the Twelveswood home. Though the 2 peoples began as rivals, they gradually learned to live together in harmony. During this time, they learned from one another. There are 2 schools of archery intermingling to give birth to the art that is known today. But this wouldn't have been possible were it not for the Trappers League. The guild was established in order to promote sustainable hunting and cooperation within the hunting fraternity at large. As a happy consequence of this union, the guild's members came to engage in friendly contests of skill. Inspired by such competitions, a handful of their numbers began to focus on perfection as opposed to mere practicality, transforming a skill into what may be termed an art. These individuals would go on to form a guild of their own. Aye, the Archers Guild, where men and women gather to attain mastery over the bow. More than a few members of the God's Quiver loosed their first arrow within these very halls. And that, my friend, is a brief history of the archery in Gridania. Doubtless you are more eager than ever to take up the bow. It would be my pleasure to recommend you to our guildmaster. You must receive her permission if you are to join us. If you would excuse me a moment, I shall see to it that the relevant lists are amended. Pray speak to me again in a short while. So you're resolved to join the Archers Guild? Yeah, sure, why not? The look in your eye bespeaks your determination. It would be my pleasure to refer to Guildmaster Lucane? I'm guessing it's Lucane. Lest you worry unduly, Lucane is an affable and kind-hearted woman. Even those not of the guild have been known to seek her counsel on various matters, and ever have they been given fair hearing. Lucane awaits you in the training area yonder. Present yourself before her and impress upon her your desire to join the guild. Hey, I want to learn how to use a bow. Greetings, adventurer. I'm told you wish to join our ranks. I am Lucane, the master of the Archers Guild, and I bid you welcome. Our doors are open to all who have the will to learn. Allow me to explain the basics of our art, and offer you a foretaste of that which we teach the members of our guild. The bow's greatest advantage is its range. Unlike those arms used in other disciplines of war, it allows us to strike at the enemy from afar. Though the bow not boasts the destructive force of a sword or spear, his myriad strategic applications more than compensate for this shortcoming. An experienced archer can immobilize an enemy by striking a leg or sap its strength with a poisoned arrow. Rise to become a virtuoso of archery, and a veritable deluge of death will be yours to rain down upon your foes. By fighting from a distance, we can better assess the battlefield and thereby determine the most advantageous course of action. This is of paramount import, as our role in battle is to exploit the enemy's weakness with the requisite placement of and timing, but a single arrow may serve to turn the tide. To this end, the guild seeks to instill a discerning eye within its members, that they might learn to strike the vulnerabilities swiftly and surely. Now, any half-wit can bend the bow, but it is no simple undertaking to become a skilled archer. You must be prepared for a long and arduous journey. Are you resolved to complete that journey? Yeah, sure, why not? And as well, from this moment forth, you may consider yourself one of our number. Now, lend me your hunting log, if you would. I shall add it to the names of such creatures as would provide a fitting challenge to an archer. And to help you on your way, I bestow upon you this short bow. Arm yourself with your new weapon, then speak to me again. I would have you undertake a trial to gauge your fitness to join the guild. I have a bow! Archer unlocked. Alright, so... bow. Oh god, I'm naked! Nearly overridden rogue. There we go. Ah, yes. The bow becomes you, Jackson. Now, before proceeding any further, I must needs gauge your innate aptitude for archery. To this end, I hereby assign you the following trial. Slay the squirrels, ladybugs, and funguars that roam just beyond the city gates. God damn it. Boredom acquired, yeah. In doing so, you will prove your fitness to join the Archers Guild. Goes without saying that you must do so using your bow. Report back to me when the task is accomplished. Go now, Jaxic, and earn your place within these halls. Alright, that's cool and all, but I'm gonna be a, what's it called? Lancer first. Gonna be grabbing all the jobs, and then that'll be it for tonight. Did I grab this? I did grab that. Oh, but I didn't grab the fucking main one. I'm an idiot. Also, I find it funny that, like my best head equipment for level 1 is the fucking Final Fantasy II protagonist do-rag. Excuse me, is that achievement called This One Time at level 30? Is that a fucking American Pie reference? I fucking had flashbacks to Infinite Wealth there. That person called their character Brady Fairchild. I read that as Bryce Fairchild. It's like, Bryce is back! Shit! welcome to the Lancers Guild, adventurer. If you seek to refine your skills with the polearm, then you have come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another, and further hone their abilities under the tutelage of our fine instructors. Do you seek membership with us? Very well. I shall provide you with an insight into the history of our guild. You're gonna do this every single time? More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting, and with game ever plentiful in the 12th Wood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals here since before the founding of Gridania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spearmasters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here in Gridania that their myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. Excuse me. That spear technique could be formalized at all owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by wood whaler Captain Dyslexia, let me read, fuck. The spear technique could be formalized, all... Go on to the next one. Fucking, I give up. God damn it. Chat, dyslexia sucks. It is the worst. Hey, you know that thing that humans can naturally do just by themselves? Yeah, you can't do that. Fuck you. How come? The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Gridania's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive but also continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you've a will to enlist, speak with me again. We can begin the enrollment procedures. Well then, have you made up your mind to enlist in the Lancers Guild? Sure have. Excellent. I shall let Guildmaster Ewain know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Pray make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster awaits you there. Where is he? He's over here. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. I see you have some combat experience, yet it remains to be seen if such skills as you have acquired will avail you here. But no matter. In my capacity as Guildmaster, I shall guide your training. Beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exist myriad fighting styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. Like, bro, it's a spear. I stick him with a pointy end. I think I know how to use one. An experienced lancer is able to wield a polearm as if it were an extension of his body. He transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we lancers forego plate, favoring armor of leather and chain, such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. A lancer's worth may be measured quite simply, in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defenses. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield, for good or ill. Even in a farmer's hands, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus has it been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet know that a lance alone does not a lancer make. Faced with unfavorable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds, that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Know this. Have you the resolve to wield the lance? It is a big stick with a pointy end. I'm good. Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. Ah, but I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Ewain, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged. I shall add to your hunting log the names of the creatures against which a lancer might hone his skills. In celebration of the occasion, I hereby present you with your very own spear. Arm yourself with it, and speak to me once more. I would have you undertake your first task, a trial to be precise. Lancer unlocked. Doing that just shot me up to level 3 in archery. Alright. Oh, give me the pointy stick. Alright, now let me guess. Kill a bunch of squirrels and ladybugs and shit? So you're able to discern one end of the spear from the other. Good. That's literally all you need to know about the fucking spear. Shut up. You're doubtless eager to put your new weapon to the test, which is well, for I too have a test in mind, or rather, a trial. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you are to go forth and pit yourself against the creatures that roam just outside the city. Squirrels, ladybugs, and fungos, of course. Put down, let us say, 3 of each, and then report back to me. Alright, next, Conjurer. Be our first healing job, too. Now, I remember the Conjurer's Guild being, like, way out of the way of all the others. For some reason. Was it this way? Probably help if I take the map out. Where's the map? Here we go. Oh, that's the botanist guild. Yeah, down here. Right, and that's where we actually, yeah, continue the plot. Didn't realize it was actually close to where we needed to be for the plot. If that's the case, I might as well continue it while I'm here. You're the Laminton envoy. Begging your pardon, sir, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Here you go. Verily, this is the seal of the Admiral of Limsa Laminta. Please come with me. Hello, madam.
So you are the Laminson envoy.
I sure am, but don't worry, I'm just like you guys. I have a pointy stick.
And an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Admiral.
Yep, got a letter. A remembrance service for the fallen of Cardinaux. To think that 5 years have already come and gone. It seems like only yesterday that the Garlean Empire attempted to seize all that we hold dear. Rising in resistance, the city-states of Eorzea formed the Grand Companies, and joined hands in alliance. But unbeknownst to us, the Garleans sought not to best us in battle, but moved instead to enact a terrible plot, the meteor project by which the lesser moon, Dalamud, would be torn down from the heavens to annihilate all life below. In a desperate bid to save the realm from certain destruction, our forces marched for the Cartano Flats, and there met the Vilth. The 7th Imperial Legion. God. I thought those were 2 capital I's, which technically they are. So I said 5th. I'm an idiot. More bloody a battle I have never seen and would never wish to see again. Yet the carnage was but a prelude to the atrocity which followed. But despite our best efforts, Dalamud continued its descent, and from it emerged the elder primal, Bahamut, who proceeded to rain a fire upon Eorzea. The 7th Imperial Legion was consumed in the blinking of an eye, while our own forces fared little better. There any among us, chat? Don't. Were spared defies explanation. All seemed sure to perish. As the flames converged upon us, don't. It's close, don't. I prepared myself for death, only for a brilliant light to envelop me, relieving me of my senses. When at last I awoke, Bahamut was gone, and the land, which had but moments before been aflame, now seemed to me like a place unknown, not simply ruined, but changed. Archon Louis Soir may well have been able to shed light upon these mysteries, but he, like so many, never returned from Cartano. And so we were left with countless questions and no prospect of an answer. Yet such matters did not long occupy our thoughts, for we had far graver concerns. The calamity, as the devastation wrought by Bahamut has come to be known, laid our nations nigh to waste, and to this day we struggle to rebuild our lives and homes. To compound matters, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, while the Empire encroaches upon the borders, consolidating its foothold in Eorzea. The outlook, in short, is bleak. In the wake of the calamity, it has been all each nation could do to nurse its own wounds. Yet, if we are to weather the coming storm, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may well present an opportunity to rekindle the spirit of unity which first gave rise to the Alliance. I wholeheartedly approve of the Admiral's proposal. The necessary provisions shall be made for his service here in Gridania. See, this shit here is why I decided to just buy the skip during this quest. This holy shit is this crap, like, long-winded. Just watching, like, politics happen. You've done the people of Eorzea a fine service this day, and I will not put you to further trouble. I shall see that my reply reaches the Admiral. Admiral Anon. Okay. You, meanwhile, are bound next for Uldar, are you not? That's going to be a while, since I have a lot of stuff to do here in Gridania now. Please send the Flame General my regards. Exactly, yes. And if you would be so kind, I should appreciate it if you would inform him that a pet of mine has been ill-behaved of late. My wolf, to be precise. Needless to say, he must be brought to heel, and I would very much welcome the General's counsel on how this might be achieved. Thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safe to Uldar and beyond. Alright, now we get the Conjurer, and that'll be it for tonight. Pity. Little Britain has ruined my brain. Well met, adventurer. You have come to Stillglade Fane. home of the Conjurers Guild. We conjurers harness the powers of earth, wind, and water. Oh, okay, so you're shamans. That abound in nature, and thereby weave spells of healing and protection. Ever do we seek noble souls to initiate into our mysteries? Won't you be such a soul, come to join the guild? Then allow me to provide you with an overview of what it is to be a conjurer. God, I don't need a history lesson. Conjure is the art of healing and purification. Its practitioners harness the power of nature, that they might bring about change in its form of spells. Primitive magic such as that, once wrought by individuals known as mages, meaning those with the ability to manipulate ether, has existed since the dawn of time. It was not until some 5 centuries ago that conjuring emerged from this shapeless agglomeration of spells and charms, an event which led to the founding of Gridania. In those dark days, the elementals would not suffer man's presence in the Twelveswood, forcing our forebears to make their homes beneath the earth, in the great subterranean city of Gelmora. But the desire to settle in the Twelveswood continued to burn fiercely. Time and again they sought to curry the elementals' favor. These guys really are just Warcraft shamans. Unlike men and other creatures bound in temples of flesh, the elementals are beings of pure ether. Recognizing this, the mages of Eld reasoned with their talent for etheric manipulation might allow them to commune with these theretofore enigmatic entities. It took 5 long decades, but our forebears finally succeeded. The reward? The elementals' permission to dwell in the Twelveswood. So it was that the nation of Gridania was born. Since that time, the elementals have taught us to live as one with nature, speaking to all Gridanians through the heavens, hearers, those mages who are able to commune with them. And for their intimacy with the elementals, the hearers would go on to attain greater mastery over the forces of nature. Thus did they conceive the art of conjuring. And that, my most attentive listener, is a brief history of conjuring. If you have a mind to walk our path, I wholeheartedly recommend you join our guild. It would be my pleasure to explain the initiation process to you. Pray speak with me again when you're ready. Is your mind made up? Yeah, I want to do it. That is well. I shall introduce you to a guildmaster, Brother Isumiyan. Brother Isumiyan presides over the Conjurers Guild even as he serves the nation as a hero. You will find him in the meditation area within. Go to him and make known your desire to join the guild. Hey, I want to be a pacifist. Why am I talking to a literal child? Greetings, adventurer. I am told you wish to become a conjurer of Steelglade fame. I am Brother Isumiyan, master of this guild. Before you are formally accepted into our ranks, I would impart to you the principles of conjuring. Pray attend me well. Conjuring is an arcane art that takes life and the living for its domain. Its primary purpose is the salving of hurts and the granting of protection. Adventurers such as yourself oft stand upon the front lines of battle. Owing to this, you are like to find yourself in many situations wherein a capacity for healing would be advantageous. Mind you, there is more to conjuring than that. He's a cool-looking kid, though. If you say so. Why does he have horns? They look dumb. By harnessing the power of earth, wind, and water, conjurers are also capable of weaving spells that wreak havoc. In terms of sheer destructive power, conjuring may pale in comparison to thaumaturgy, but its capacity to defend one against aggression more than compensates for this relative shortcoming. My throat is so fucking dry with all the talking that I've had to do. Oh, fucking hell. In mastering healing and purification, not only will you be able to mend wounds and purge afflictions, you'll also be able to breathe life back into the fallen. So, necromancy? Okay. More than simply healers, yet not true dealers of destruction, conjurers realize their full potential when they employ their powers in support of others. This, my dear adventurer, is what it means to be one of us. Mayhap that was too much to grasp on a single hearing. But worry not, for the meaning of my words will become clear to you in due time. Aye, you will come to understand that conjuring is not the sole province of the conjurer. Should you wish to walk our path, I must needs ask that you solemnly vow to embrace nature, to heed the will of the elementals and the 12s would alike. Can you make this vow? Sure, I'll be a hippie. I knew your answer ere your lips had parted, yet I am no less pleased to hear it. By the power vested in me, I hereby name you a member of the Conjurers Guild. Can you not say it like I'm getting married, please? If you would be so kind as to lend me your hunting log, I shall add it to the names of such creatures that would pose a suitable challenge to a conjurer. The horns are a sign of them being... What? What is that word? Padjul. Blessed by the forest. Okay. And to mark this momentous occasion, I present to you this cane. Though it may be old and weathered, it will serve you well as you take your first steps upon the path of the conjurer. Take up your cane, Jaxic, and present yourself to me once more. I will assign you your first task as a conjurer of Stillglade Fane. Let me guess. Kill some fucking ladybugs, squirrels, and fungal things, whatever the hell they called them. And level 3. There we go. I now have a stick. Think of them as a rare, non-playable subspecies. Alright. The part of Conjurer becomes you, Jaxic. Without further ado, I shall assign you your first task as a Conjurer of Stillglade Fane. Just beyond the city gates, you will encounter squirrels, ladybugs, and fungus. Right. I would have you slay 3 of each, lest you wonder how I can so coolly, Lest you wonder how I can so coolly order the taking of a life, know that things are not as they once were. As a consequence of the calamity, and I may add, though no fault of their own, these creatures have become a burden to the 12's wood. A burden it cannot well bear. As a conjurer, it is your duty to carry out the will of the forest. By employing your powers in doing so, you will come to learn something of your art. Go now, Jaxic, and perform your first task in the name of the elementals. That sounds very convenient for your case, my dude, just saying. Anyway, guys, with that, that is going to be it for today. There we go. So guys, thank you so much for joining me for more Final Fantasy XIV. Alright, so we finally got some more jobs. It took us a while, but we did it. It's gonna take us even longer to get to Uldar, though. That's gonna be funny, though. Oh, Jesus. That'll probably take us 2, maybe 3 streams to even get to Uldar. I knew doing, like, the story for an MMO was going to be a long fucking playthrough, but it'll be worth it, I hope. That's what people say. The story is worth it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow is Saturday, which means it's time for Viewer's Choice. Viewer's Choice is going to be, you know, the Viewer's Choice of last week that I couldn't do for reasons. So it's going to be Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. I'm surprised at, like, how many Castlevania games I play for Viewer's Choice. Like, for someone who doesn't really like Castlevania games, I tend to play them a lot. Weird. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow for Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. Ciao.